Moin und herzlich willkommen hier wieder bei The Hobbyist bei Shadows of New York. Irgendwie habe ich es in letzter Zeit so, was heißt in letzter Zeit? Irgendwie haben meine Videos zurzeit so diese Angewohnheit, dass ich immer sage, boah, ich habe schon vor langem kein Video mehr gemacht. Ich versuche mir das jetzt für die nächsten Videos abzugewöhnen. Ich habe auch, glaube ich, die Versprechung gemacht, jede Woche Videos hochzuladen, habe ich auch nicht gehalten. Im Moment ist gerade der Terminkalender extrem voll mit allem drum und dran und ich hatte eigentlich auch mal vor, dazu mal so eine Art Vlog zu machen, damit ihr immer auf dem Stand seid und wisst, warum so selten Videos kommen. Aber jetzt erstmal Shadows of New York und ich hoffe, ihr habt Spaß dran. Ich auf jeden Fall, ich habe schon lange nicht mehr gespielt. Ich habe mir gerade nochmal das letzte Video angeguckt, was ich gemacht hatte. Wir waren ja mit D'Angelo, meinem persönlichen Lieblingscharakter, nochmal an der Crime Scene von Boss Callahan, also Baron Callahan, der da ja den finalen Tod gefunden hat. Und auf jeden Fall hat der gute Kaiser scheinbar schon seine Überwachungsapparatur dort angebracht. Und ich bin mal gespannt, ob er auf uns zukommt oder wir durch den Sheriff auf ihn zukommen. Schauen wir mal, was uns erwartet. I've got a plan. Now all I need to execute it is a clueless bystander. This guy will do. Wer auch immer das ist. Passerby. Oh, do you, need me for anything else? Not really. Better take a hike before the guy you've just called shows up. I can't guarantee he won't make you hurt. Will do. He puts his head down and obediently trots away down the street. I might have messed with his head a little too much using my wily kindred charms, but I needed him to tell Kaiser where I want to meet, quiet, clearly, multiple times. I would have given him the kiss as thanks at least, but I told the big man I won't be here all night, and that he'd better hurry up, so I want to be ready whenever he comes. Less than 15 minutes later, a menacing black limo takes a fast, sharp turn onto my street and stops right in front of me. Suddenly, something like an acid flashback hits me. I know this limo. I've seen it all around over the past few days, but never thought it might be tailing me. Still, it must have. Looks like I'm finally about to get some answers. Doors open, and a raspy voice comes from inside.
Get the fuck in, Sawinski.
I smile and accept the invitation. There he is, Kaiser, the king of New York City's information highways, surrounded by screens, speakers, and newfangled technological gizmos of all kinds. Also tatsächlich, wie ich dachte, sofort geht's mit Kaiser los. Da ist er. Hat noch das alte Bild tatsächlich. Ah. First impression? He's one repulsive son of a bitch. D'Angelo was also a sewer rat, and he might have had similar physical disadvantages, but at least he was wholly endearing. With this guy there's no room for any kind of sentiment. He's inhumanly cold, and I get the feeling he's been like this for ages.
You're getting on my nerves, little lady. And I'm far from being the only one.
I get the sense he meant for all this to be threatening. Instead, I'm elated. After a week of running around like a headless chicken, unsure if I was getting anywhere, finally, I get a compliment. There's one thing I learned back in Lodestar. It was that you only know you're doing your job correctly when someone powerful gets visibly mad. I have no idea what you mean.
No need to play dumb, especially considering you're a natural. The Arthole, Double Spiral, the SI, Torque's Den. How does it feel to have made enemies absolutely everywhere?
He scoffs at me with pure contempt.
Listen, I will speak as plainly as humanly possible to get this through your little head. Since it's obvious, You're not willing to read the obvious signals. You were hired, for one thing, and the one thing only, little lady, to suck at your job, and you couldn't even do that correctly. People keep stopping by my limo this week telling me, Kaiser, dear Kaiser, we need trying to make her understand how hopeless she is, but she won't get a clue. She doesn't have any evidence. She doesn't have any testimony. But she still goes around knocking on everyone's doors, causing disturbances. It's such a fucking headache. Usually I try to be a jovial host, so I cheer them up. She's not that much of a dunce, I say. She's making mountains out of molehills to make herself seem useful, I say. She's about to stop. But you, in your infinite idiocy, decided to prove me wrong in the most spectacular fashion by knocking on my very own door, forcing my hand, threatening me even. Are you autistic or something, huh? Can't read basic fucking social clues? Stop for 1 second and ask yourself, Sui bueno? Sui bono? Who even fucking wants you to solve anything, let alone this case? See, this city has a delicate system set in place. Usually it's flawless. But ever since you started tinkering with it, it's been having these irritating malfunctions. And it's driving people.
Are you done? A weird, disgusting sound. Something between the gargle and the bark escapes his throat.
Blech. Unbelievable.
All I'm hearing is that you are in possession of some information that might help me solve the puzzle I was presented with. If that's the case, I'm going to ask you to share it.
I swear you're absolutely irredeemable, you fucking garbage dump of a woman. How do I get through all the rubbish in your head to drive my point in? Don't you know who I am?
Hey, sie spielt auf jeden Fall ein krasses Spiel mit dem Herrn Kaiser und ist überhaupt nicht beeindruckt. Tell me the truth or else, I want to see your higher-ups. You're the one who had Callahan's place wired. Ich könnte ihn damit direkt konfrontieren, das wär's, aber dann... Wird er mir dann erzählen? Nee, ich denke, ich sage, I want to see your higher-ups. Whatever. If the people who run this operation have a problem with me, I want to talk to the manager, not an underling. A curt, abrasive laugh.
The manager? I swear you should have been a fucking clown. Maybe I ought to call you Pagliacci.
Call me whatever you want. I don't give a shit. I just want to talk to the person who pulls the strings here.
Fucking unbelievable. Okay. You want to know who pulls the strings? Give me 10 minutes and I can arrange a meeting. But this is your last chance to turn back. If you don't, I can tell you now, you're going to be sorry.
Oh, wird das wohl dieser Toreador sein, der im ersten Teil auch schon die Fäden gezogen hat? Und weiß Kaiser das? Und ist Kaiser vielleicht sogar, ein Companion? The Big Kahuna? Finally. Now we're talking.
Yes, the Big Kahuna. So this is your final answer, huh?
Absolutely.
Unbelievable.
He takes out his phone and begins furiously typing. I relax in the seat. Finally, we're getting somewhere. It might be dangerous, yeah. But at least I will finally get a clue of what's going on.
I'm just saying this is the point of no return. My boss doesn't fuck around. Best case, you're going to back him to take you in.
Whatever. He keeps grumbling under his breath. But I'm not even listening. I just watch the streets go by. Until out of the blue, I experience a strong sense of foreboding. I first spot her in the corner of my eye. She's hovering right next to Kaiser with an expression that's impossible to discern. When she speaks, her voice is machine-like, yet otherworldly. Fine. We are 5 minutes away or so. Get the boys ready to give her the Mel Gibson special. The moment he puts away his phone, the silhouette disappears.
We're 5 minutes away. Better start figuring out the ways you might prove yourself useful to the honcho.
There's no honcho. Oh my god, of course this motherfucker is setting me up. I need to get out of here, now. I do the first thing that comes in mind. I grab the door handle and pull. He notices me scrambling and struggles to grab me.
Hold up, you stupid fucking cunt!
Glass breaking. Loud thuds of something heavy hitting the asphalt. Tire screeching. I think he grabbed me. I think he tried to pull me back in. I think we fell out of the limo. I think his body cushioned my fall. But I'm struggling to process what's going on. It's like I'm blanking out. When I come to, he's already attempting to get up, cursing under his breath. The limo has stopped a little further in, but whoever the driver is, he's not coming out.
Fucking!
When he stands up, he will be out for vengeance. He's an older vampire who knows how strong he is. I need something that will give me the advantage. The pepper spray? Of course. Probably won't be as effective as it would on a living person, but it's still worth a try. I limp forward the asshole, disarm the device, aim towards his eyes and unload the entire canister.
Ah!
It worked! It actually worked! I keep up the offensive. I punch him, kick him, throw him around, I pummel him, I smash his head against the curb. I struggle to harm him in whatever way I can, like a frightened animal. I don't know how long it lasts. Might be 1 minute, might be eternity. The driver steps out of the limo to help us boss, but once he sees what I'm doing to him, he runs away in panic. Feels good. Feels absolutely horrible. Once I'm done, I sit on the curb and scream my lungs out to avoid crying. Then I look at him. Kaiser beaten up. Also, ich hätte jetzt gedacht, er hätte ein bisschen mehr in der Hand. He seems shocked, barely hanging on. I know what I've done. I was extremely stupid. I did hear how he's one of the most influential figures in the city. But that's probably why he never expected to get his ass whooped, especially by someone like me. When he speaks again, his voice is pathetic, surprisingly close to a whimper.
You'll pay. You'll fucking pay. You lost. Mislaid and abandoned property of a woman.
He's unwell, talking nonsense. I approach him again. He wanted to have me whacked. What do you think? I'm stupid?
You needed to be taught a lesson.
Well, to look at you ended up teaching who? Now talk. Tell me everything you know about Callahan's final death. All of it.
Go to hell! You can fuck me up however bad you want. I'm still not going to tell you shit. You try anything, there will be consequences. There will be retribution. My mouth is shut.
It might be my last chance to solve the case, but if I don't force him to talk, he won't. There's a bourgeois going through my mind, but it scares even me. Do I dare to push him to the edge? Make him suffer until he squeaks? Das könnte jetzt ein bisschen Menschlichkeit kosten. Aber ich will das ausprobieren. Errungenschaft freigeschaltet, know thyself. Well, I'm sure you will open your mouth if I do this. I put his shin against the curb.
Wait, what?
And kick with all my strength. Du Scheiße, Bordstein beißen, ernsthaft.
Ah!
It's a compound fracture. I barely managed to suppress my gag reflex. It feels like I'm dissociating.
You fucking psycho, you fucking psychotic bitch!
He's actually weeping like a child. It totally shatters the tough image he was trying to project earlier. Like this is the first time anyone has ever used physical violence against him. What if it is? You either start talking, or the other leg goes. Achso, leg. Dann habe ich das falsch gelesen. Er hat sein Bein gebrochen. Okay. Ich dachte erst, er hätte Bordsteinbeißen gemacht. Wer es kennt, ich fand, das war die krasseste Szene von Gewalt, die ich in der Zeit damals gesehen habe bei American History X. Geiler Film, sollte man sich angucken, aber in der Szene besten weggucken. Then the hands. Then I will get creative. Kaiser sagt nix. I tried to collect myself and put his other leg against the curb.
I'll talk! I'll fucking talk!
The kick connects. It's a light one, a sadistic fiend. It still manages to get a pathetic whimper out of him. Then talk. But this had better be good. He looks at me with pure fury, then begins to speak through clenched teeth.
You wanna know who was in Kellyan's office before he died, little A? Everyone. Fucking everyone and their mother was there. Van der Weyden, Essling, Arturo and Penhart, that Kimatouche motherfucking charged with his psychic, all of them. Kellyan thought that the only way was to pit them all against each other, or to ally with every single one of them. Little did he know, it was in all of their best interest for him to just fucking die.
That's good. That's great. But you killed him.
I have no fucking idea.
That won't do. Once again, I put his leg in a potentially disastrous position. In response, he starts howling maniacally.
You fucking sadist! You fucking monster woman! I really have no idea!
Who keep complaining to you about me? Who is responsible for getting rid of this evidence?
Everyone did! Goddamn Kellyan had turned on everyone and antagonized everyone. So it took everyone to fucking bring him down.
All evidence?
All evidence is gone. Every theory is equally true, so none of it is. Don't you see, you fucking cunt? Everyone is complicit, so nobody is. Why the fuck do you think Sophie Langley is no longer around? Why is Torg no longer pretending to be a revolutionary? Why are free agents involved? Why are they shutting you up tomorrow?
Shutting me up? Who?
Can't you connect the dots, you dumb whore? What are you, fucking retard?
Somebody's about to get... Oh, Kadir? Julia. I look back over my shoulder and see Kadir. Bloody hell, what is wrong with you? Kadir. You're out of control. This is why I didn't want you to get involved. I had a hunch. A hunch that the moment you get a whiff of true power, all brakes will be off. Look, you're talking nonsense. You're out of your damn mind. I should have you in for a potential Masquerade breach. Achso, I should have you in for a potential Masquerade breach. Manchmal fehlen da Kommas, oder? Just let me explain myself. This ugly fucker tried to have me beaten, maybe even killed. Don't you care about that?
I have no idea, Sheriff. No idea. She's dangerous, psychotic.
Shut the fuck up. I can control myself. I kick him where I know it will hurt him the most.
Ah, my fucking leg.
Stop this right now, you goddamn idiot. I freeze in place. I've never heard him use that tone with me. I will take care of you in a moment. In my car, Kaiser. Hold on. I'm not done questioning him yet. It looks like there is a major conspiracy too. I'm gonna have to ask you to leave. And you're gonna be glad I'll leave it at that. Ich glaube, dass Kadir gerade einen vorspielt, um sie zu schützen. Schauen wir mal. If you do that, I'm gonna have to assume you're complicit. That's worth 2 strikes in my book. You don't want to risk a third. So that's that. Tell me, what was all of my footwork even for?
We'll be seeing each other, little lady.
Can you hear this? Go home, Julia. But go home. Fine. I will. Direkt vor einer Kathedrale, dass man das Hintergrundbild sieht. But before I do, I take a quick peek into Kaiser's limo, still abandoned, a little further down the street. I skipped the church visit again tonight. I want more time to finish this report. Who knows, it might be my final one. I want to spend more time with Dakota. Yeah. Just forget about the rest of the world. A lot happened tonight, but I can still manage to be at our apartment an hour earlier than usual. She should be glad. I sneak into the apartment as silently as possible, trying to surprise her. When I reach the bedroom, I see something unexpected. It hits me like a ton of bricks. At the beginning, I can't properly parse the sight. But when I finally understand what I'm looking at, it causes a wave of terror and disgust to swell it up inside my chest. What the fuck? She's shocked to see me. Doesn't know what to do. She's like a deer in headlights or a schoolgirl poorly trying to hide her misdeeds from a teacher. You're early. Yes, I am. These are my clothes, Dakota. These are my cigarettes. That's my jewelry on the table. Yeah, I was, And I'm pretty sure, God Almighty, I thought I was just being neurotic whenever I noticed something dreadful familiar in you. I can explain. Please, do explain. A good 10 seconds of awkward silence pass. I can see her spending an eternity in her head. This isn't what it looks like. Oh my god, it is exactly what it looks like. I would just come out and say it. Dakota, are you single white femaling me? Single white femaling me? It all makes sense now. No, come on, no. I thought I was the leech in this relationship. We watched that movie together. We made fun of Jennifer Jason Leigh together. A roommate stalking and imitating her own roommate. Ha ha ha, what a concept, right? But I was being fed on in a far more sinister way without knowing it. Don't be silly. Silly? I've never ever been this serious with you. So whenever she puts on my makeup, whenever I used her as a mirror, was she always hyping me up because she wanted to live vicariously through me? So many little things make sense in retrospect. The little ways you keep modulating your speech after me. The weird ways our tastes were always compatible. Some of your art feeling so familiar. None of it would trigger any alarms by itself, and yet she's as humanly embarrassed as possible. Julia, listen. Don't fucking touch me. I can barely think of anything more repulsive than being put on a pedestal like this. It's like the other person is begging me to perceive them as someone worse, if not outright subhuman. Don't be like this, just don't. You know, this would probably be infinitely more palatable if you talk to me like a person here and not like, I don't know, your fucking mommy. You know what? Fuck you. I've been locked in this apartment by myself because of all the pandemic shit going on. It's fucking me up. I know have it hard right now, so I didn't want to bother you. Yeah, I was counting on you to ask about how I'm feeling. Babe, how is your work-life balance? Aren't you feeling claustrophobic? Hey, is it just me? Or is our drug supply weirdly shrinking too fast? But no. You're too much of a self-centered bitch. You regularly suck me dry and it's okay, but the moment I entertain the thought of taking something in return, I'm crossing a line? Oh no. I'm a member of a mortal elite secret society. It's so hard to cope. Dakota, whenever I gracefully decide to visit our apartment, let's just do what I enjoy until the pain stops. Fuck you. Fuck you sincerely. Fuck you. Fuck you. Fuck you. There's nothing you can do but take. And you should leave. Learned by now that just taking won't make you happy. You big dumb bitch. Stop. Just... I don't know what to say. I feel disgusted. Both with her and myself. Just stop. Dakota breaks down crying. She grabs a jacket and a purse, then runs out of the apartment. I don't try to stop her. Stand there for a short while in silence and then lock the door. Did she take her keys? I don't know. I don't know if I care. I desired for someone else, not for myself. For a way to open a different world, not get locked back in mine. I collapse onto the soft bed. I smell her perfume. I always liked it, but now it makes me slightly nauseous. I try not to think of Dakota. I think of Kaiser. I think of Kadir. I think of Callahan. No matter what I think of, I sense doom. I feel that I've just sealed my fate, whatever it may be. Everything fucking sucks. Back into the void. Back into the void. Back into the void. Wir haben fast die halbe Stunde Marke erreicht. Aber ich denke, das ist jetzt ein guter Punkt, um einmal einen Cut zu machen. Holy shit, was ist alles passiert? Wir haben Kaiser durch die Stadt geprügelt, wollte ich gerade sagen. Kadir hat uns tatsächlich gefunden, wie auch immer er das geschafft hat. Und wir haben unsere Freundin verloren. Beziehungsweise, was heißt verärgert? Also, naja. Ich bin sehr gespannt, was uns beim nächsten Mal erwartet. Diesen Bubble hier können wir jetzt nicht machen, weil wir wieder ausruhen müssen. Und ich freue mich, wenn wir auch das nächste Mal wieder dabei seid, wenn es wieder heißt Shadows of New York. Vielleicht ja auch mal in naher Zukunft und nicht in so ferner Zukunft. Also bis dann. Tschüss.